Okay, the season begins in 2 days from today. And on the day of the season beginning, I will have my usual show open, in which I've got my burning questions for all 32 teams. That's the way I've started this show in the 8 years of me doing the Rich Eisen Show during an NFL season. Tonight on NFL Network, I will be hosting the NFL Game Day Morning Kickoff Show, on which I will be part of all the prognosticators giving you my division winners. Well, guess what? Because you take in this show on this Rich Eisen Show terrestrial radio station or Audacy or our YouTube page, youtube.com/Rich Eisen Show, I'm going to give them to you now. I need NFL Films music from you, Mike Del Tufo.
Let's go.
It is now time for me to reveal who I believe will win every single division in the National Football League. And let's start with the NFC and the NFC East. I've been talking about it. If you've been watching this show over the last several weeks, you know I've been trying to talk myself into this. And then the day that Tyron Smith went down with a leg injury for potentially the entire season, bless Jerry Jones, who we all adore here on this program, him saying that he'll be back for the playoffs. Good to know that the Cowboys have already made the playoffs, and we haven't even had a game played in the 2022 season. I say the Philadelphia Eagles win this division. I like everything that they've done in this offseason. I like adding A.J. Brown on draft day, very aggressive, which is what Harry Roseman has been, all the way up until last week when they got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson into their secondary that is vastly improved, and the two levels of defense in front of it have two Georgia Bulldogs on it from Jordan Davis and also Nakobe Dean from this year's draft. I like what they did with their run game last year. I like their roster top to bottom, and I like Jalen Hurts to be the guy to get it done this year at quarterback and win the NFC East for the Philadelphia Eagles. Moving on to the NFC North. This has been Green Bay's division for a long time. They own the Chicago Bears, or Aaron Rodgers does, at the top of the masthead there in Chicago, Illinois. And I know that the Lions have improved some, and I like the Vikings a lot this year. And everybody has been talking about how Green Bay is going to be less than because they don't have 17 anymore. Their number one receiver, the best receiver in the game, Devontae Adams, is now wearing silver and black in Las Vegas, Nevada. Put it all together, I think the Vikings unlock Kirk Cousins this year in a way that I have not seen, but it is still Aaron Rodgers' division. The Green Bay Packers take the NFC North once again because 12 is still 12. Their run game is still their run game. This is, by all accounts, going into this season, the best defense the Packers have put on the field in quite some time, and their coach is the king of 13-win seasons. I think Matt LaFleur and this team will still keep on keeping on. They might have less of, if you will, an explosive offense without Devontae Adams, but I still think they win this division, and the NFC South still belongs to Tom Brady. I know that Carolina is feeling good about themselves with Baker Mayfield, and rightfully so. The Saints, I still need to see it before I can believe it. I think the Saints will be a sleeper team this year, but I don't think they're going to beat the Bucs in the long run. They may beat them on the field when they see them in week 2, and they may beat them on the field when they see them later in the season, as has been their want in the Tom Brady era. But this is still Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is still one of the best offenses in the league. It looks like Chris Godwin will not have a limitation when he goes on the field on Sunday night, as expected. I think the defense will look as good as advertised. I'm concerned about the offensive line in front of Brady up front, but I trust Tom to keep himself healthy and Leonard Fournette to do what needs to be done from the running back position for this team to still be the class of the NFC South. And then in the NFC West, you've got yourself an interesting top of the class with the 49ers almost making the Super Bowl, almost beating the Rams in their house just up the road in the NFC Championship game, and you swap out Jimmy G for Trey Lance. And I am very high on Trey Lance and this defense and that coaching staff. Certainly when they go against the Rams 6 in a row in the regular season, just throw out that one pesky playoff loss, I guess. It's still the Rams' house, and they're better.
Whose house?
I like Allen Robinson. Man, do I love Bobby Wagner behind Aaron Donald. That's going to be what the kids call sick And Cooper Kupp is still Cooper Kupp. Cam Akers at the running back position will be a revelation. That's my 2 cents on that subject matter. And Sean McVay and that team is just as strong as ever. I like the Rams to win the NFC West, and that's my division winners for the NFC. Eagles in the East, Packers in the North, Bucks in the South, Rams in the West. Let's take the music down. Let's take a break here before I get to the AFC. Not on this program. I just want to bounce those off you. I know you don't like my Eastern prediction, TJ Jefferson. What about the rest?
Why do you think I don't like your Eastern?
Because you're a Cowboy fan. That's why.
That's fine. Again, you were on vacation, eating noodles. I think when I said that.
That's called pasta.
Pasta, okay, noodles, pasta with gravy. But yeah, I picked
just a little bit.
I said the Eagles were in my top 10, which means I said without saying that I picked them to win the East. So.
They could be in your top 10. The Cowboys were not in your top 10?
They were not. Okay. Brockman was shocked.
Christopher, what do you think of those 4 picks?
I think, you've been talking yourself into the Eagles and you went for it, but then you played it safe after that. I think if you were going to really be all in on what Kevin O'Connell is going to do for Kirk Cousins, you would have picked the Vikings.
I still think he's going to unlock
the safe way out.
I think I took the accurate way out. And I still think that Kevin O'Connell can unlock Cousins. But when it comes down to it, I think the Packers are still going to win that division. 12 still better. 12 still better than an unlocked Kirk Cousins. I mean, when you come down to it.
And then we've been talking nonstop about the 49ers and Trey Lance, and then you took the easy way out and took the Rams.
It's not the easy way out. They're the better team.
But all I've been hearing about for months and months and months is that Trey Lance is Joe Montana and Colin Kaepernick all into one.
I think that is a
gross
mischaracterization.
That's what I've been hearing from that chair for months.
You've been hearing from
so
this
what you
chair
should
for
have
months.
done, Rich, you should have went Eagles, Bucks, obviously, Vikings, 49ers.
Is that where you would go?
Is what you should have done.
Okay, thank you very much for that.
Trey Montana.
I don't think Montana, just so anybody understands. I don't think Trey Lance is Montana. I don't think Trey Lance is Montana and Kaepernick all rolled into one. I think that Trey Lance is going to be terrific. And I think, I think he will be terrific. And I think that this is his team. And I've been saying they were going to go to him for this team. But I don't think that the Rams are going to be beaten in that division in the long run. And there will be ups and downs. And they're going to stick with him.